been fascinated by people who are happy and successful and people that are able to manage change. And what characteristics do they share? And this is what I have found. They manage the stress of change by letting go of things that they can't control. Now, that sounds like a simple concept, but it's so hard to do. They take care of themselves. They realize that self-care is not selfish because you cannot pour from an empty vessel. And they choose positive emotions. Now, we all have ups and downs in our lives, but the key is to get back to positive emotions as quickly as possible, such as keeping a spirit of optimism, maintaining our sense of humor, and making serenity our default position as opposed to being in the stress response. The wonderful Helen Keller said, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." She further said, "No pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened a new doorway for the human spirit." Optimism is a very productive, open energy. Pessimism is very closed. Optimists say, "What if? Maybe so." Pessimists say, "What's the use? Why bother?" All the great inventors were optimists. Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors that ever lived. Do you know he tried 6,000 different elements before he developed the light bulb? Can you imagine trying and failing something 6,000 times? You imagine his friends around try 4,000? They're like, "Tom, dude, give it up. Candles aren't that bad. Let's go get a beer." He's like, "No, I gotta make a light bulb. 4,001. Give me that cat hair. 4,002. And of course, we recognize him as one of the greatest inventors that ever lived.
Well, we're excited today to talk to Ms. Kay Francis from Kay's Keynotes, LLC. Welcome, Kay. How are you?
I'm doing great. It is so good to be here. How are you today?
Doing amazing. And I have to say, I'm a little jealous of your background.
Well, I thought that maybe some of these folks could help us out because this is Homer Simpson's living room, and I think he could use a little help. So any designers or stagers out there that could, I'm thinking, what do you think? Some pillows maybe?
Maybe a few pillows. You know, orange might not be the best. Maybe paint the walls a little light cream.
Yeah. Wallpaper border. And when I talk about optimism, I don't mean that we should be like these eternal optimists. You know, these people that are always on, always happy, happy, happy. Aren't they just annoying to the rest of us who are trying to have a nice pity party? They're like, "Well, look on the bright side. You could be dead. So could you." One can only hope. Negative emotions are part of the human experience. Anger, frustration, fear, we all feel them. But my point is we should allow negative emotions to be more like brief visitors and see what they're trying to teach us rather than just to move in as full-time residents. And really worse than the overly perky people are the pessimists. Now I call them joy busters. You know, the kind of people that can just suck the energy out of the room the minute they walk in? You just thought of somebody, didn't you? These are the kind of people, no matter how good your news is, they will find a way to rain on your parade. You could go up to one of these people and say, "You're not going to believe this. I just won the $100 million lottery." And they just shake their head. You know you're going to have to pay taxes on that. You'll be lucky if you end up with 50 million. Somehow I'll make ends meet. So I thought I'd just end with a fun little piece. My goodness, you have sat through so many days now, and I want you to really have fun here at the end. Now, we talked a lot about change. And if you want to know how times have changed, just compare our songs. Now, this is an actual song by a woman named Vicky Carr from 1967. It went like this. I tell myself, don't be a chump. Who cares? Let him stay away. And then the phone rings and I jump. And as I grab the phone, I pray, let it please be him. Oh, dear God, it must be him, or I shall die, or I shall die. Hello, hello, oh, dear God, it must be him, but it's not him. And then I die. That's when I die. How pathetic was she? I don't understand why he didn't call. Whole different attitude today. Now I'm going to do a snippet of a song by Carrie Underwood, so you may have to use your imagination. What? I look just like her. I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped-up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seats. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. He'll sure think before he dates another psycho. And songs today are so happy. There's even a song called Happy. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Happy, 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 happy. Now see, I came of age in the 60s. So I'd be like 11 years old, listening to the transistor radio under my pillow as I drifted off to sleep. I'd hear songs like this. Tell me over and over and over again, my friends, that you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Sweet dreams, little girl. Even the Beatles. Eleanor Rigby, wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door. What? I mean, if that doesn't keep you up at night, I don't know what will.